Welcome to Art History in a Hurry. I'm your host, Monica Hahn. Let's take a look today at the Parthenon, which stands high above the city of Athens on the Acropolis. This temple to Athena was constructed during a building campaign which followed the Greeks' successful expulsion of the Persians from Athens in the year 479 BCE. Most of the buildings which had stood on the Acropolis had been destroyed by the Persians. But after their expulsion, and led by the statesman Pericles, an unprecedented building campaign was undertaken by the Athenians. This was not without controversy. The Greek historian Thucydides complained that the Acropolis was adorned like a harlot with precious stones and buildings and sculptures costing far too much. It's interesting to note that originally the Parthenon, which appears snowy white in marble today, was elaborately ornamented, and the sculpture was brightly painted. The Parthenon was, of course, a statement of victory and Greek cultural superiority. Many of the sculptural details on the Parthenon depict the Greek gods or the mythical Greek ancestors engaged in victorious battles over their enemies. In the contemporary Greek mind, of course, the Persians would have stood in for the Amazons or for the centaurs who were defeated by the Greeks and the Greek gods in this sculpture. The Parthenon was not only a political statement, however, it also reflects the Greeks' preoccupation with rationality and mathematical harmony. The measurements of the Parthenon adhere to a logical sequence of proportions known as the golden ratio, based on the mathematical Fibonacci sequence. The formula 2x plus 1 also appears throughout the structure. For instance, on the short side there are 8 columns, and on the long side there are 17. 2x plus 1, 2 times 8 plus 1 is 17. The extent to which the adherence to these proportions and formulas was intentional is a matter of some dispute, but what's indisputable is that the Parthenon expresses an extraordinary sense of balance, proportion, and visual unity. Over the 2,500 years of its history, the Parthenon has been a temple dedicated to the virgin Greek goddess of wisdom and war, Athena, but also dedicated to another virgin, the Virgin Mary. In the 6th century, the Parthenon was converted to a Christian church. In the 15th century, it became a mosque after the Ottoman conquest of Greece. In the 17th century, ammunition stored inside the Parthenon by the Ottomans was ignited by Venetian bombardment, severely damaging the structure. The latest fight over the Parthenon involves the marble sculptures which in 1806 the Earl of Elgin removed with Ottoman permission and sold to the British Museum in London, where they remain. The controversy over the Elgin marbles will be the subject of a future podcast. Thanks for joining me. This has been Art History in a Hurry. See you next time.